Shame that tune!
Yeah, please have a seat, Danny. Danny Black, thank you for sharing your shameful story with a room full of strangers who are now judging you in the harshest manner possible.
You know, I tried to forget that story and I couldn't.
Picture yourself on a boat on a river with tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Danny Black, has there ever been a more stark contrast from the mental picture the Beatles painted for the world and the mental picture you have just painted for us?
I guess what I'm representing is the darker side of the LSD experience.
Yes, indeed. And yet, everyone has been there. I mean, who among us hasn't dropped acid and dropped trow and touched oneself with his best chum? Actually, I have not, because the mere idea of talking to anyone was a horrifying enough experience while in the stuff, much less staring at someone for hours than, to use common parlance, pulling the pud. But through the help of Alan Watts and Timothy Leary and hours of staring, such an act was brought to fruition. What do you think Alan Watts and Timothy Leary would have to say about this psychedelic journey you embarked upon, Danny?
I'm quite sure they would approve, 100%.
They would approve.
Yeah. You don't think so?
Zen and the art of mutual masturbation. Yeah, I could see it.
You know what? After you jerk off with your friend, it's a lot easier to talk to people. It doesn't seem like that big of a deal. You know, some emergency therapy.
Whatever became of this friend of yours? Have you managed to stay in contact in any way, shape, or form through the miracle of social media, perhaps? Or
yeah, I saw him, but I don't want to say anything because this is a podcast too, right? It's too public. If I give, it's
okay.
Yeah, I have to respect. I don't give a shit about my privacy, but I
understand.
I should respect his a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let me tell you, he's had an interesting life. All right, if you guys want to meet later.
Yeah, we can talk. Right.
Yeah, we'll talk about it after.
The patio is open outside.
Yeah,
if Danny, if you had to do it all over again, would you? Or would you say, hey, buddy, how about we lay off the acid and play some Uno? It's my favorite card game.
Jeez, I wish I had something funny to say, but yeah, I wish I would have laid off the acid.
It's a tough question. Do you actually like the game Uno?
I don't know what that is, Brian.
Okay. Uno. Okay. And you co-host the God, Sex, and Death Variety Hour with your fiancée, who was a contestant last month, Miss Angela Vela. And do you credit LSD for coming up with the concept of the show?
Well, we talked about God a lot. And sex. Yeah, I guess it is.
Okay.
Thank you for determining my origin story. Cool, man. Thanks.
And tell everybody what the show's about. It's another monthly show here at the Hideout.
Unfortunately, it's not nearly as well attended as this one, but it's because we like to keep it light with the subjects. It's God, sex, and death. So yeah, we just have writers. Like I'll interview a funeral director who's hilarious, or like a dominatrix, for that, or let's see, what do we have coming up? I can't remember right
Lighthearted
now.
romp.
I'm on acid right now, actually. A lighthearted romp through God, sex, and death. Yeah, but it's the fourth Tuesday of every month, starting now in January.
Okay, fourth Tuesday here. Okay. Well, thanks, Danny Black, everybody. Danny Black.